Do you love making envelopes? I love, and this are the three beautiful envelopes I just created now, and I thought why not to share its video tutorial with you all. So yes, I just need to show you this one has a nice pull out band with it, and the other two are the regular ones, the one with the back side opening and the third one with the front opening. So with just very basic supplies I created this. So let's get started. Here is my scoring tool, and this scoring tool is specially made for envelope punch. So here what you have is the center, the punching area. This is a measurement for all your scorings. This is a scoring line which is super easy, and here you have the size chart. So this is the card size, this is the envelope paper size, and this is the scoring line. So now for example, if you want to have a card of 4 by 4.5 inches, so you need to have a paper of 7/1/4 by 7/1/4. This is going to be your envelope paper size, and your scoring line will be at 3.5 inches. So how to use it? This is the scoring tool. Here I have one of my paper. So this paper size is 10 inches by 10 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the measurement for 10 inches by 10 inches paper, and I need to score it 4 3/4 inch. So this is the 4 3/4 inch. So I'm going to keep my paper at 4 3/4 inch, and I'm going to score it, and I'm going to punch this. So as you can see, this is approximately 260 GSM paper, but it punches really smoothly. Now I'm going to twist my paper, just make this line parallel to this point, and I'm going to punch again, and I'm going to score it. Now again I'll turn it around, I'll punch it, and I will score it. Now I just need to punch again, score it, and here my line matches, and I have this template for my envelope. And can you see these 4 scoring lines? And it's super easy. Now what I need to do is I just need to fold this too. So with the scoring lines, it becomes super easy to fold your papers. And once I'm done with this, can you see my big envelope is ready? Now I need to just stick this. And my envelope is ready. Now I just need to stick this with my adhesive. So here I'm going to use my liquid adhesive. Okay, one more thing, you even have this reverse punch. Now this reverse punch is to have your nice round to the edges, and which I really like. So just need to put the paper inside and punch it, and you have a really nice round borders. So I'm going to repeat the same for all the 2 side areas, and for the other 2 side areas too. So here my perfect envelope base, the template is ready. Now I'm going to just stick this. Now I need to press it really hard, and my envelope is ready. So I'm already done with my bigger envelope, and this envelope size is 6 by 6.5 inches, and now I have 2 different sizes. This is 8 inches by 8 inches. I'm going to prep up envelope with this. Now for 8 inches by 8 by 8, I need to score it 3/1/8. Now here is my 3/1/8 and I'm going to score at this line. I'll just cross check. Yes, it's 3/1/8. I'll make a nice punch. I'll just make this line parallel to this one, and again I'll make a punch, turn it around, align it to your sides and punch, and now again score it and punch. Now I want my round edges, so I'm going to punch these lines also. And now it's time for my 6x6 paper, and now for 6x6 paper I need to score it 3. So this is my 3 inches. Score it, punch it, make it parallel to this line, score it and punch it, score it, punch it, score it and punch it. Now again I'm going to make all the edges give a nice round punch. Oops. And now my punch tool work is done, and here I just need to make a nice fold and stick my envelopes. 1, 2, 3. So here are my 3 scored lines. Now I just need to add a liquid adhesive here, and this area has some extra paper and I can always trim this off. Now I'm going to add my liquid adhesive here. I'm so sorry for this light fluctuation, cause there is some issue with our electrical point. So yeah, it's keep coming and going. So here my second envelope is ready, and the size of this envelope is 3.5 by 3.5 inches. And now it's time for the fourth one. Again I'm going to fold all my papers, and I'm going to stick this. So now again here I just need to add some liquid adhesive. And now I am going to stick this here. And with this my 3 envelopes are done, and now it's time to decorate it. So if you just realized, I have made 2 different sizes. One is this square, this rectangle, and this is not the exact square but kind of square envelope with this one single punch board. Now I have already done the pattern paper cutting work for my envelopes, and now it's time to decorate these. So I'll start one by one. So first I'm going to start with this bigger piece. This one is really beautiful, and I have done this instead of the front. This is going to be my front of my envelope, and I'm going to stick this. It's a beautiful pattern paper from Bob and Betty, and I have just cut it a little smaller size, and now I'm going to stick it with my liquid adhesive. You can even use your tacky tapes, your different varieties of tapes, what you get, the both side tape, the foam tape. It depends on what kind of look you want, and I'm a little more comfortable with this liquid adhesive because it works for me. It's just that it works for me, that's it. There's nothing, any other specific reason, and that's the reason I love using this one. Now it's time to stick this. So I'm going to keep more focus on this center because I want that to look more symmetrical, and I'm not really concerned about much about the borders, because yes, it is going to get adjusted with my decorative piece. So here my centerpiece is done, and now I'm going to stick this one to the envelope. Now I just need to stick this to my envelope here, and my one sticking work is done. So this is how it's looking, and now it's time to decorate it. So here I'm going to decorate this particular piece with this beautiful lace. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this approximately of this length, or maybe I can check something else, or maybe I can have this one because this goes really well with this color combination. Okay, so I have decided that I'm going to use this one. Now for this I'm going to use my glue gun. So I'm going to start sticking with the small portions here. I have not cut my ribbon now because I just want to make sure that I stick it properly, and then I am going to cut my lace. You can use any of your lace, you can use your organza ribbons, and you can do lots of experiment with this. I have never done any envelope with any of the laces actually, so, and I thought this will be a little more tempting and different for my profile. So yes, and this is looking fab. Now I am just going to do a bit of cut work here, and I'm going to cut these along the lines. Earlier I thought I might fold it inside, but then I thought it's okay to just have the smaller portions inside, or maybe I can just cut it completely. Now to seal up these edges, I am going to use my adhesive, but that is going to be at last, so that in case if I want to have any changes or any work done, I can do that. So I'll do the sealing work at last. So here is my, I'm going to keep these small pieces with me for sure, because you never know how I might need them. So okay, now with this I am planning to use some of my really nice green and white flowers. So I have this beautiful foam flowers, and will be sticking this pink goes really well. White, or maybe this. Okay, so this off-white shade and this green looks good, so I'm going to use these, and I'm going to remove the extra stem from here. So right now I'm going to just cut few pieces of these flowers. Okay, so I'm done with my flowers, and now I am going to stick this. I just need to prep up my layout, and I just realized I can add some green leaves over here. So let me get my green leaves. Okay, so I have a pack of this cute little leaves which I think will go really well with my project, and maybe I can have these. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll start sticking with my center flower, and then I'll go ahead and start sticking more stuff here. I just need to make sure that I apply my adhesive, and I want to make sure that I don't burn my fingers, so I need to be really careful here. Oh, it has 2 plies. Okay, so I can have one more flower here, and maybe I can add a couple of more flowers here, and one more here. And yes, definitely I want to add some more stems, so maybe I can have this bunch of leaves here. Yeah, here, and I think this is looking good. I already have my sentiments with me, so I think this will go well with this one, You Make Me Smile, or yeah, I think I can have it here. So again, I am going to stick it with my glue gun. Okay, and I think this looks good. I just need to add a couple of more flowers. I'm so obsessed with flowers that I use them on so many of my projects, and I really like adding them to my projects. And if you remember, I have these leftover pieces, and I'm going to stick this at random places just to give a little more drama to my project and some more definition to it. And I have one more lace piece which I can stick over here, and my envelope is ready. And how is it looking? I'm super happy with the way it has turned out. I just think that I should stick the corner points of these laces too, so that it does not come out and sticks well to my project. And this is ready. Ta-da! Now we will move on to the next one, and next one. Okay, so I'll pick up this one. So again, I'm going to stick this with my liquid adhesive, and I want to make sure that I apply it really well. Now before sticking this, I'm going to make sure that I am sticking the floral pattern at this junction, so it has to be like this. Now with the liquid adhesive, you always get time to shift your paper from here to there a bit, and even if it's like you have sticked it, you can easily remove it and shift your design. But you need to be really quick, you can't be slow like me, so you need to be really quick. Maybe I should zoom in a bit. Okay, so yeah, so this looks good, and now it's time to add embellishments to it. And now for this one, I am thinking of adding some nice ribbons, or maybe I can, oh, I have this beautiful net piece. This was actually a bunch of net which I got with one of the bouquets, and being a crafter, I really can't throw these things, so I have kept it with me. So maybe I can use this. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to cut this Okay. Okay, so what I've decided is that I'm going to make a cute little bow like this, and for this I need to have a good length of net. Okay, so I will start cutting it from this portion. You don't need to be that perfect because I'm going to just do some shabby chic work. And just to mention, this paper pack is again from Bob and Betty. This is their one of the packs. I really don't remember the name. I'm so sorry if I do, or if I just check that, if I get that online, I will do mention that in my description box below, or else I will link back to their website. You can check it from there. Okay, so here my net fabric is ready, and I am going to make a cute little bow with this. Okay. So I think this looks good. I am going to tie this with my white thread, and I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I'll just tie it around and I'm done, because okay, so I'm going to stick it here approximately at the center, and I just need to make sure that I don't burn my hands. And yes, now I need to decorate it with some center motif, and for this I'm thinking of using my foam flowers again. And here I have this pretty white and yellow shade, and I think that will go really well with this. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to first add some more of this white thread. I really love adding these white threads to my project, so I'm just going to keep them down randomly. You really don't need to stick these, cause this works just like that. So here's a little trick. Obviously we want our threads to just lie down like this. So what you do is you cut your flowers or your embellishments, whatever you want. Like you take up your embellishments and you stick them. So whenever you are sticking them, it is going to be on the top of these flowers, and automatically they are going to get stuck to your design. So you really don't need any extra adhesive for that. And I'm going to add some more white foam flowers to it. Yeah. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this sentiment, "You are my favorite," and I want this to work out like this. And maybe I can add these green leaves also, maybe a couple of, okay, no, or maybe or I can just have it like this only. So what I'm going to do is I'll start with the center area. Okay, so now I'm going to start with my center area. So here I've already put my glue. I'm going to stick this one, and then I'll add one leaf to it. Now it's time to add some more flowers. So if you notice, I'm just sticking it as per my design. I'm not sticking any of the cotton threads which I have just put there. because I want them to look like just a leftover and an extra piece out there. And whenever you're working with your so whenever you're working with your flowers or anything, you need to make sure that you stick them really well. So here it is, and I'm going to add the sentiment, "You are my happy place." Now for this I'm going to create some nice 3D effect, and then I'm going to stick it here. I'm not pressing it too hard because I don't want this to stick to my project. And now you can see my threads are stuck to my piece and my second card is ready. Now it's time to move on to the third one. Now this one is a really small and cute one, and I wanted to have some different designing for this. So what I've decided is that I'm going to stick this paper, and now for this one I am going to use my glue gun because I just want to have some 3D effect on this. I don't want it to stick as properly, and this is my leftover piece and I'm going to make a band out of this. Now for this one, here my band is ready. So this is going to be a slide over band, and now it's time to decorate this particular piece. Now for this one I am really sure that I want to add some nice lace to it, so I need to again check, and I think this beautiful silver lace is just perfect, and I can just have a wrap around of this one. So I'm going to start with this point. I'll start sticking this, and I'm just going to have some dots here and there, and I'm going to stick this to my band, and I'll just flip it around. And I'll cut the extra portion. So can you see, this is just stuck perfectly, and I have this nice slider thing, and now I am going to decorate this one. Now I wanted to add a little more drama to it, so here what I'm going to do is I am just going to have my tag line which says "with special thoughts," and I am going to add some I need to find out something of purple shade, and yeah, so here I have these beautiful white flowers, and I just want to keep this one really simple, so I'll stick just these two envelopes, these two paper flowers here, and I'm going to stick this one which says "with special thoughts," and now I'm going to stick these paper flowers on two ends. Yeah, so here my third envelope is, oops, yeah, so here my third cute little envelope is ready, and it's a different design. So here I'm completely done with my 3 envelopes, and you can see these 3 has complete 3 different designs, and let me just show you a bit of detailing. So this one has the regular flap opening, and this looks super cute. This one has a beautiful net on the top with some laces and some foam flowers, and this one has my one of my favorite shiny lace and just simple paper flower, and this looks fab. So this is what I did with my basic supplies, and I created these beautiful envelopes, and you can even use them as a card, or you can just put a nice mini book inside and gift it to your friends, and it's done. So I hope you all like this tutorial. I'm listing out all the supplies down in the description box, sharing more pictures at the end. Do check that, and if you have any queries, please do comment below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.